Welcome to Precious ATV. Another beautiful day today with Una and I think so they happen for inside Nigeria. So quickly, now where it's still hot before it dey cool down, make I let Una know say people for inside Kwara State don't they cry, they shout, they run for their lives as we they speak. And this one starts today as it be say the new terrorist group don't give them warning. Say it's either they run for their life or they face death. Now, so this new terrorist organization, what they call Mahmuda, don't tell them. In fact, the residents that don't they cry talk, say, hey, say federal government don't leave them by themselves. Oh, say they don't leave them to fight this terrorist organization by themselves. For Kwara State, yeah, that's now waiting the shell right now for inside Kwara State. And make I also let you know, say your federal government don't budget 10 billion naira, say they won't use and put solar power for inside Aso Rock. Nigerians don't they trend and since money. Say, what's in they happen? 10 billion naira for solar. Wait, does it mean that you have given up in your own electricity supply? So now no get hope again. So now go feed give Nigeria 247 lights. Now make I won't put solar for inside Aso Rock. And excuse me, is 10 billion naira not too much for you to use put light for inside Aso Rock alone? If you use 10 billion put light for Aso Rock, the rest of Nigerians will not fit afford solar. Waiting they go can't do. That matter still dey ground. We'll go talk about them when the time reach. We'll go to other matter than when you see the shell. Boko Haram terrorists don't attack Yobe community, kill 3 soldiers. As we dey talk like this. Now, more matter, new terrorist group Mahmuda, they occupy parts of Kwara, Niger State, according to the Emir. And the Emir has done they cry out, say, Mokoda can help us. So that matter still dey ground. Plenty matter as they get to do with terrorism and banditry and Boko Haram still full ground. As we hear, say Boko Haram terrorists don't attack another place again, and that matter self still dey ground. And we'll go also look at that. But then let's look at other issues. Now, concerning how Ibiso go fit join body to use fight this terrorism. Remember, talk say T.Y. Danjuma be don't talk. Say many Nigerians then defend themselves. Guess what? The governor of Jigawa State don't come across say no, T.Y. Danjuma. He never reached that level. How can you say people should defend themselves? Let people just endure a little bit more. Endure more death? For how long? That's now waiting Nigerians they ask the Kwara State governor. As in say, the Jigawa State governor. As in talk say, we've not gotten to that level yet where Nigerians will defend themselves. So may the still endure small. Oh wow! In the midst of all of this, your National Assembly don't extend their resumption dates by 1 more week. They suppose don't resume. Oh. They say no, Moko enjoy our holiday a little bit with 1 more week. After all, president pushing trip forward again from 2 weeks to about 3 weeks. So make we self push our own forward. Speaking about president, your president they say now today he go come back into the country since second. Waiting be today's date now 21st. Second now 3 weeks with that now almost 3 weeks. Since 2nd of April, where Ibi say he travel. Retirees abandon retirement pension plan over failed scheme. That matter still the ground go talk and power crisis. Federal government turns to banks for $23 billion lifeline. That one saved day ground. Trump's tariff has implications for Nigerian manufacturers. Now, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, DG, now in the cry out say, on I think say Trump matter need affect us, it affects manufacturers. So, and then we're drafting law on state police to tackle bandits and kidnappers. Now, Senate they talk this one. Say they create law on state police where go tackle bandits them. And then moving on to other matter, somebody don't come and contact say nobody go fit be the president of Nigeria without North. Say no matter how you take Duam, you no go fit rule Nigeria without the North. Who talk am? Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, will be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former political advisor, will resign, and will be elder brother to Labour Party deputy vice presidential candidate Dati Baba Ahmed. Now he talk this one. He talk a lot of more things. We will get to look at it and talk later on. Over 150 students they share one classroom for inside Oyo State, where their governor Sheyi Makinde won't become president. 150 students they share one classroom for inside Oyo State. Wow, as their infrastructure don't crumble. This now a report where be say they important. Make all of us touchlight put inside because we talk about the betterment of our country. Just residents don't stage protest over plateau killing. Say they no go agree again. No, so they don't full road. Say no. We can't take this again. We will also look at that matter as time to go. And then just to announce the death of Pope Francis, as Ibi say he don't die. And then people don't send their condolences, including our Nigerian leaders, the president, Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi. Different people don't send in their condolences as the Vatican, they mourn the death of Pope Francis. All right, make we enter inside the matter them one by follow for inside this afternoon. Make we begin with waiting come make both NEPA or everything we consign like the trend this morning as people just wake up from sleep. Why? Because we hear say the federal government don't approve 10 billion naira for solar energy installation to take Aso Rock off the national grid due to poor power supply and band A cost. Because in talk say the band A electricity cost, it did too much for them. Oh wow. So band A electricity tariff did too much for Aso Rock to survive. And you put that burden on Nigerians where you never even provide work for. And it is hard for you, as a rock, to foot that bill. But you know they hard for Nigerians to foot the bill. Interesting. This now waiting Nigerians they just a lament they talk about. Say, wow, interesting. So on a one commot Aso Rock for national grid, just give them their own solar. But now Nigerians now go there. So how many Nigerians get money to enter their own solar now? Other countries they don't develop now, so they do them. Well, that's what we take care. And we hear say they do this one so that they go reduce the burden on the government. Oh wow, really? Now, we also hear that 57.11 billion naira is the 2025 budget for the presidential villa, according to a report where BC make around today. A whole 57.11 billion naira, and out of that 57.11 billion naira, 10 billion inside now to use put comot the villa, before I call them White House, the villa from National Grid. Now, it rose this high because they added 10 billion naira to it to fully solarize the presidential facility. Now, the 10 billion will be about 6.2 million dollars thereabout, was recently approved by the State House to purchase and install a mini solar grid. And according to this report, Aso Rock may not be the only government institution getting solarized. So if they solarize all the government institutions, then waiting be the fate of light. Does it mean that everything we get to do with the CMS plan for lights don't fail? We don't understand. Now you also remember say the Minister of Power suggests say the tariffs of band B below will be increased soon to match that of band A. So if they increase band B solar energy to match band B and band C and D to match band A, how many more Nigerians go fit afford them? When it be say even as rock now, don't they run away from the band A tariff? This is a question when Nigerians they ask this morning. Now they begin talk a lot this morning. Now, as of February 2024, Abuja Electric Company (AEDC) reports that the State House was owing about how much with that amount again? I think they were owing over 900 million naira for bill where they never pay. That is 923 million thereabouts. With federal government, with FG up to 4 trillion naira, where basically they owe Abuja Electric at that time. So part of the reason we make then they also want to solarize the Aso Rock now to commot them from national grid so that they know what they owe this money, what they owe. However, the State House 927 million has also been reviewed to 342.35 million, and President Tinubu asked to be paid within 10 days. So make sure something clearer within 10 days. I think that was from February 19, 2024. I don't know what I don't eventually clear the bill. So Nigerians are now wondering, say, what's be their fate now? If the number one citizen for inside the country and the number one house for inside the country will be Aso Rock decide to abandon their own electricity grid, will be national grid, can't decide to generate their own electricity, aka solar energy now. So what's going to be the fate of other people? Hey, okay. Well, that's no matter where BC Degran. And the reason I'm bringing this to the fore is so that we'll continue to be aware of the things where they happen for inside our country and make we know the ways we go fit hold our leaders accountable. Election don't they come up for 2027, whether you like it or not. What's in all the politicians are interested about right now? Now 2027. Now, in the midst of all this noise about 2027, where be your place as Nigerians? What be the things where you suppose information where you supposed arm yourself with to use ask them questions? And to use make your decision on whom to vote and whom not to vote, or to use hold them accountable. How they don't even present themselves to be accountable. That's no matter where BC diagram. But make we just go to the more pressing issue because it be like say it don't they happen again. As it be say, first of all, I tell you, we hear say the newly identified terrorist group, where they call themselves Mahmuda, they don't issue a threat to communities for inside Kwara State, warning of an impending violence and attack, an impending violent attack on residents of, I think, residents of Duruma village and the entire Bogu kingdom. This was reported by several news people. SaharaReporters and other news outlets don't report them. Now, this latest warning was sent in an audio message to residents of Duruma village by the group's leader. The message recorded in Hausa to Kwara people, will be predominantly Yoruba people, but recorded in Hausa, was obtained by the reporters. Sahara reporters got it on Monday morning, this morning, through fighting locals or frightened locals who they fear. Locals who they say don't fear, where villagers who they fear. They say they received it via mobile communication channels, maybe WhatsApp and other platforms. Now, in the chilling recording, the group's leader condemned the formation of local vigilante. Say, why on go form local vigilante units them to come fight us? And accuse the emir of Durama and his people of instigating the crisis. So if people form local vigilante to use defend themselves, that na a crime for terrorist organizations, because that one will make them vex. They suppose leave themselves vulnerable for one to fit use attack them anytime one and one attack them. Because anything will make them just form any vigilante group, it's a problem. Why should we be in a country like that? Where it be say people no go fit get freedom to fit. Okay, since government no fit provide them security, it is also now a crime for them to also um, 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 arm themselves or defend themselves, as people don't they talk, say make them defend themselves. This now a serious issue. Now, they said this message, according to the message, you read this is a message that a warning to the people of Durama village, the emir of Durama, and the illiterate vigilante who are causing the chaos. Their actions pose a significant danger to their lives. And this crisis serves as a warning of what may happen in the future, the voice note stated. Now, they added that since their arrival in the Borgo Kingdom 5 years ago, they had lived peacefully. That since the arrival of this terrorist organization in this kingdom 5 years ago, that they had lived peacefully and avoided confrontation. However, they claimed that the recent development had forced them to prepare for violent retaliation. Since our arrival in the Borgo kingdom 5 years ago, we have met people behaving like animals with little regards for each other or each other's lives. Since our arrival in Durama over 5 years ago, we have not hurt anyone or carried arms against anybody. What are you people benefiting from the government? Those who are funding you, what have they or what have you benefited from them? However, since you people know or now prefer crisis to peace, we promise you people that you will get the crisis that you want. That's what they can't declare. In a direct threat to residents, he wants that you want all the residents to evacuate their communities or face death. It's either on a move out or on a face death. That's so that voice recording carried the threat to villages for inside Kwara State. Now, quoting it, said, and however, or whoever knows they are not ready for the battle should immediately pack their properties and leave the community. We heard that the people of Durama are now recruiting local vigilante. Whoever allowed their child to join the vigilante or contribute money for buying bullets has shown that they are fighting us and they should prepare for us as well because we will come after them. Whoever doesn't want to fight us should pack their properties to leave. So even if you don't want fight, sef, no problem. Just pack your load and go. Because if you stay, you go fight. If you stay, you not go fit avoid the fight. So you must fight. Now stop going to the market and in fact relocate from the entire kingdom. Otherwise, we will kill everyone we see. This na the warning wey be say this voice note I no go fit play am. I no go fit play am because they too threatening. I no go fit play am. Now they say the speaker also sternly warned smugglers operating in the region, accusing them of aiding security efforts. Now, and for the smugglers, you people should look for alternative roads. If not, we will kill everyone. We will kill everyone we see on the road. And if you think we are lying when preparing to pass, come prepared with your white burial garments because we go bury you with that cloth where you go wear passos. This comes barely just 2 days after we had reported a terrorist group launched in an attack in a village in, I think, Karunji in the Baruten local government area of Kwara State. Now they don't move to another local government. They threaten people. The incident occurred on Friday evening. Multiple sources told newsmen, and people also died in that report. So this, in fact, as we talk to you right now, the residents and don't fear. People from inside those communities them don't fear, because residents of several communities in Kaiama local government area of Kwara State are running away right now. They leave their homes right now in droves, in their numbers, as this new terrorists don't tighten grip for inside the region. Remember, say their stronghold now inside Niger State and Kwara State for now. Now the places where we say they make their stronghold, Niger State and Kwara State for now. Now the fear when they grip a lot of people, we say Kwara State, not just very close here, almost close, very close Western states as it were. Even though say they call them middle belt, or be not central states, but they very close to Yoruba land, because most of them are predominantly Yorubas. I don't want to go through the story of Obarole and the rest of them will lead to the coming of the Fulanis for inside Kwara State, right? Now, community sources also speak to newsmen today, Monday. They lament the deteriorating security situation and accuse the Nigerian government and the Kwara State government of ignoring the growing insecurity in the area. Since this new terrorist organization come, what will be the role where Kwara State governments don't play to curb them? What will be the thing what they don't do to make sure say they nip them in the bud very quickly? In fact, one person say, as I am talking to you now, our community, Kamanji, is under the control of those people. They have not entered the main Kaiama town. And that was how it started in Sokoto, Kebbi, and other states. Our community is about 10 kilometers from Kaiama village. Now, so that's all talk. Now, he also explained that the current state of fear gripping the area has triggered a mass exodus as people don't begin move out in their numbers, with both um, both healthy, wealthy, and underprivileged residents abandoning their homes and running away. Now, the fear of many people, but they say at the end of the day, after people leave their homes, run away because of this condition, who be the people who go occupy these homes? The problem now is that everyone is afraid. Both the rich and the poor have started abandoning their houses. They are moving to the main town of Kaiama, if I call it correctly, and some who have relatives in Ilori are now moving there to Ilori to go and stay with their relatives and other neighboring towns. They are abandoning their villages. According to residents, the terrorists had long occupied the dense forests around the area without incident. However, a military raid during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan reportedly provoked the group, leading to the current spate of attacks on surrounding communities. Say they don't date there since, so nobody touch them, nobody do them anything. But because of say military do raid for inside the forest where they around there, and now waiting convex them. Say who tell military, who give them the audacity, who give military the impudence, who give them the mind to go do a raid, and are waiting they cause this problem so far. Now, those terrorists have been, yeah, that's what they talk. So they say we have army personnel in Kayama and the Barutin village, but they did not enter the forest again. They are not being deployed to fight these terrorists. The only people fighting are the local vigilantes. So army just abandon them, then keep quiet. Now within the villagers they talk. The government is not concerned, and this is why they are denying the existence of the group. So say government they act like say they ignorant. They never even authorize the army to fight them. Now waiting make government they deny say na lie. No Mahmuda, no new terrorist organization. They never exist. According to this report, this particular person expressed frustration at the silence of the state and the federal authorities. Say both the state and federal government they're quiet about their plights for inside Kwara State, saying the burden of security had fallen entirely on under-equipped local defenders. Say that these under-equipped vigilantes them now them don't carry the cross to use make sure say them take care of themselves. It is only the vigilante that are fighting them because they don't want to lose their hometowns, because the Nigerian army now don't abandon them. Not only these vigilantes they fight them because they don't want to lose their villages. Now, previously it was reported that an audio message from the group, they caused quarrel, way be say they don't do so far. This is a very worrisome development. But in the midst of all of this, what we want to ask that waiting government they do about this, because the shifts now don't come out from North Plateau State. It don't they enter inside other North Central states or Middle Belt states. Remember, say the main catch for most of this act now Benue State and Plateau State, then Niger State, and then Zamfara State. Now, this whole thing now don't they move gradually now to what did they call them? To Middle Belt. It is approaching gradually now. As I talk to you today, say people of Plateau communities don't carry a no go grey, enter town, say they no go grey again. They protest. Say because the level and the spate of kidnapping for inside their state and the crisis of the killing of many people, them say it don't too much. That one, government never even address and finish. The defense minister say go do everything we go fit do to make sure say it control the attack. Enough. Is that even enough? Because people are still dying. Killings are still happening. As I speak to you today, people for inside Jos, Plateau State, don't see them. See them. They there for roads today where they talk say they no go agree. Carry I no go agree. Protest. Enter inside streets. They talk say they no go agree for inside these killings where they happen for inside their communities. Um, some residents of Jos, the Plateau State capital, have staged a protest against the incessant kidnappings and killings by gunmen in the state. The march was led by Christian leaders, including Polycarp Lubo, Plateau chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria. The protest commenced from the, I think, Fuavie Junction Community Road, resulting in gridlock that left many commuters stranded. The demonstrators carried placards with inscriptions like uh, that they do not die, not in vain. That they do not die, not in vain. That's part of what they said. We work for peace. Stop killings. Stop the killings. Stop the bloodshed. Every life matters. Let's Plateau live. This now the kind of different, this is the way we carry. Now, the protests followed a series of violent attacks in Plateau with over 100 people reportedly killed in Bukos and Bassa local government area. 140 people so far. Now, basically, we hear say they kill for those communities. A faction of the Khan in the 19 northern states had demanded justice for victims and an end to the senseless killings. And I'm waiting to make these people then carry enter inside road, say they no go green, and carry the protest, they enter road for inside Plateau. So they can see them in their numbers as they carry green leaves. They protest the killings. And as Plateau State, they battle their own. I never want to even go Benue State, where be say that governor returned this, they never retaliate yet. I never want to go Benue State, where be say we even hear say they boo the governor. Tell and say, go, we don't need your help again. Benue State, they struggle their own struggle. And as Benue State, they struggle, now so it don't enter inside Kwara State now and Sokoto State. How do we continue like this? How will any nation survive all of this? It be like say the attacks now back, left, right, and center. Now it be say the thing they hit Nigeria. Why it be say they like this? Now, we also hear say militants from the Islamic State-backed faction of Boko Haram, the Islamic State of West African Province, that is ISWAP, formerly known as Jamaat al-Sunnah, whatever their name is, forgive me, say they don't start killings again. Say they don't kill 3 soldiers as when they talk to you. The attack also carted away, attackers carted away food items and livestock. That is then carry animal, carry food, or run away. The terrorists themselves, they're hungry. They get to survive. Now, this one happened for inside where? For Yobe State. This one happened for Yobe State. So while Ibe say Kwara people, they struggle their own, Plateau people, they struggle their own, Benue, they struggle their own, even Yobe State, they struggle their own. Buniyadi in, this happened for where? Okay, Buniyadi for inside Gujiba local government area, located 54 kilometers away from Damaturu, the state capital, was one of the worst hit local government areas or communities in Yobe State under the control of the Boko Haram insurgency for 2 years. Now, speaking, somebody will be eyewitness say, my hometown came under attack overnight by Boko Haram terrorists. 3 soldiers were killed and foodstuffs and livestock were carted away. However, the army collected 3 cars from the terrorists. The attack started around 11 p.m. on Sunday, just yesterday night, 11 p.m. till 4 a.m. this morning. It continued. How can a community be attacked from 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours? 5 good whole hours. A community is under attack. How long it go take for security agencies to bring in hand to use help? Why we get such poor response of backup? by security agencies when things like this they happen, especially things where go cost life. When it be say we go begin value lives to the extent where it be say we go understand, say we need to act swiftly to save human lives. Now, Nigeria has been grappling with insurgency in the northeast for nearly 2 decades. The thing don't spread to northwest. Now it don't they enter north central. Remember, say the south also they suffer their own in the hands of armed Fulani headsmen. I didn't mention all Fulanis. In the hands of armed Fulani headsmen, then they suffer their own attack too. In the hands of armed Fulani headsmen. Now, the terrorist group has claimed thousands of lives and displaced millions, with Adamawa, Borno, Yobe bearing the brunt of the crisis. How any community go fit use, any country go fit use survive this series of attack, left, right, and center, up and down. As we talk am now, Kwara State don't they face their own crisis. How long they go fit continue like this? Another one said, in fact, inside this one where they talk about now, we hear say the emir of Yashikira Umoru Sariki Barutain local government area of Kwara State, don't they cry where we're now? Talk say say make authorities can't help them. Will say because their communities they under attack. Say because this new Mahmuda guys them now say they occupy parts of Kwara State, where be Kwara North and Kwara North Senatorial District and Niger State, and say they don't attack them heavily right now. So these Mahmuda people are true. Will they wait and expect the security agencies to acknowledge them, like they acknowledge that of Lakurawas or Lukarawas? Would they wait for them to acknowledge, say, oh, we know about the existence of this terrorist organization, and what we will do about it? Now, in the midst of all of this, in the face of the worsening insecurity and issues where BC Nigeria they face, governor of Jigawa State don't talk, say no. Say that's it. Where be say T.Y. Danjuma talk, say many Nigerians they defend themselves. Say no, he never reached that level. Say he never reached that level. Say he never reached the level where be say we go fit defend ourselves at all. Because say if you reach that level, say for now, Nigeria never reached the level like that. Maybe we're going to talk, say, excuse me. Wait, how many more people get to die before you go reach the level where people go begin defend themselves? How many more people get to die before you go reach that level where when I will say it don't do okay for Nigerians to defend themselves? How can people be dying in their numbers and somebody says defend yourselves? Even the DSS officer, DSS boss talks to me Nigerians defend themselves, and you're saying that it is not, it never reached that level. According to the governor, Namadi, he said asking Nigerians to defend themselves against bandits is a call for anarchy. Oh, it is not a call for anarchy when it be say these terrorist organizations, they do what they do without so much attack or retaliation by security agencies. I played you a video the other day about security agencies crying out that they cannot. In fact, the Nigerian government is playing politics with their lives. I played you that video. Why did they talk? Say, no, enough is enough. Because what the Nigerian agencies they do right now, say that they play politics with their lives. So how Nigerian Army don't respond to that? To show, say, no, maybe really they're not playing politics with the lives of these people. How they don't use response to them, say, no, this not be about politics. We actually mean well for them. Right? So when it be said that they give them poor ammunition to use go to war, according to them, they say these people, then they even carry better arms past them. So how do they expect them to fight them? That at some point they even tell them, don't kill them. Don't kill them. Leave them. So how do they expect them to fight them? Then they just expect them. In fact, they say many of the soldiers then don't die. Make I play that video again as a reminder of waiting they happen.
Many men don't follow. Allah.
It's not easy, I swear.
Many men don't fall, so we just got to go out. If army is ready, if Nigeria is ready to fight them, they should call us back. We'll fight those idiots. But we don't have enough weapon, enough adequate weapon to fight them. So we can't just be wasting our life. We have families.
Your talk is true.
But without weapon, we are not a soldier. Weapon makes us to be a soldier. Let them provide the weapon and we fight the idiot out. But it's not that they will give me this and then they will come with something more than this times 3. Oh boy, I know. I have blood in myself, so blood runs through me. So we just have to go. We are going home. Let us go and do the new year with our family. If the army is ready, let them call us back with the adequate way.
Okay, so and I don't hear that one. Now there's even a more recent video where some another army officer they also cry like this. They ginger, they talk, say no, say they no go fit again, say they no go fit continue like this, say they play politics with their lives. Those are the words he used. That they're playing politics with their lives. That the Nigerian army and Nigerian government they play politics with their lives. Say they no go fit. That video there all over social media. Go pages of some influencers, you go see them that are playing politics with their lives. And now people are saying defend yourself, including the person where they're in charge of DSS. They say Nigerians defend yourself. And a governor is saying that no, it is too early. It may be a call for anarchy if people defend themselves. Yeah, I understand. I understand that maybe some people may come get weapon now, come begin use them indiscriminately or something. But then, what's be the role where both you as a governor they do as a governor of the state to use defend your people, protect your people enough? If you remember, even former Minister of Defense, T.Y. Danjuma, Theophilus Danjuma, talking before, he advised victims of bandits and terrorist attacks for inside Benue and Plateau to rise and defend themselves against marauding gunmen, especially Fulani headsmen, invading their communities. Now, Danjuma argued that relying on the government to protect you is no longer realistic. The DSS boss said that. So nothing Danjuma talk when the DSS Oga never stay. One day we will come down, cool down, analyze that with DSS Oga talk. Reacting to this, Nana Governor Namadi of Jigawa State, they say, no. He said resorting to self-defense will worsen the crisis. It will make the crisis worsen. So people suppose make themselves vulnerable to these people to attack them. He kind of adds that there are alternatives to conflict resolution that do not require the people to take arms to themselves in defense. What are the other alternatives? The other alternatives where Nigeria been done apply before. Now the alternative of giving these people amnesty. How that amnesty don't help to control Boko Haram and banditry. How it don't help? Because we do know that so many of these people where Bison don't give amnesty at the end of the day don't go back to the same crime after I give them amnesty. So how has giving them amnesty helped? How has amnesty helped in any way to curb or control this? That's not the question. So if maybe other method where they talk now, part of that to give them amnesty, how has that helped? Now, he said the governor maintained that the federal government is doing its best. Oh, wow. It's doing its best to tackle insecurity, stressing that self-defense will lead to anarchy in the country. So since the federal government best no day enough, so many Nigerians just stay quiet. It's like you're seeing your death and you're staying back to face the death. And there's nothing you can do but just stay back and kill you and let yourself go. Wow. How many people go fit get that mind? Well, speaking about things where government feed do, the leader of the Senate, Okoyemi Bamidele, don't disclose, say the National Assembly, they develop legal framework to create state police. Would they eventually do that? Considering that federal police is very important to win elections. That number some people they argue. And now he said that establishing the state police will serve as part of measures to address insecurity in the country. That's what he talk. And now yesterday, Sunday, now he talk. He said the authority of the National Assembly is in the process of developing legal frameworks for the establishment of state police as one of the measures to address insecurity in the country. We urge security agencies to work together as a team to track and apprehend all the masterminds and sponsors of terror attacks nationwide. We appeal to some political actors who always hash out at the country's challenges to push divisive narratives to learn from the example of Christ. Follow for waiting in talk. By the way, still talking about the thing where BC National Assembly feed. As I speak to you right now, they don't push forward their resumption date, as the Senate and the House of Representatives of the National Assembly have extended the date for the resumption of plenary session by 1 week, running from Tuesday 29th of April 2025 to Tuesday 6th of May 2025. So they no go resume till May 6th of May, then they go resume plenary. But inside the statement, we visit the clerk of the House, House of Assembly, right? He said, I am directed to inform distinguished senators, honorable members, and the general public that the two houses of National Assembly have extended the date of their resumption of plenary session. So now 6th of May, now they go resume. This extension allows distinguished senators and honorable members to participate in the Workers' Day ceremony and attend to other engagements in their constituencies. That's what they talk. So The way till they pay them for salary now, they don't go feed drum right now because of say waiting, they get to enjoy small more holiday like this, small more holiday. When they extend that small. After all, the president extend his own holiday. Why them they don't go extend their own? Okay, moving on to other issues. We hear say retirees may have abandoned the retiree life annuity, the RLA pension payments, the pension payment plan following the crisis that hit the segment last year. Now, the RLA is a stream of monthly or quarterly pension payments to retirees who opted for the plan through an approved life assurance company. Bottom line, we say most of these people that they say the thing they work for them. Retirees for Nigeria, they suffer. Say this plan they work for them. Remember, say we'll move to contributory pension scheme. We will get person who will help us to break down that matter later on. But retirees say they suffer too much. Say the pension plan, then when they get for them right now, they serve their purpose. These are people who be say work for 30 to 35 years for inside the country. And what did they receive? Now peanuts. But a governor will can't serve only 1 year tenure or 4 years or 8 years tenure, right? And part of the retirement plan will follow a house for in state, a house for Abuja, follow cars where they go to buy for them almost every 3-4 years, follow payment for in housekeepers, follow salary for life, follow different things. Meanwhile, people will really serve the country for the larger part of their lives, no get this kind of this way we said they give. Why? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? How long will go continue like this? How long do we just continue like this in our country? Now, let me get straight to what was said earlier by the brother to Dati Baba-Ahmed, as he say he been talked in an interview, because in all of this, there's an agitation to make sure say the Comot President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the North, the vex will say they no go fit continue like this. We're waiting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu they do. So say then get to help them make it come up for office because say in it they represent their interest at all. Now looking through what first of all, let's visit what Obonobla said yesterday. So Okoye Obonobla, the former special advisor to public on public prosecution to ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, has tackled former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, for lacking the moral standing to undermine President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Now, Obonobla stressed that Malami and the other members of the Congress for Progressive Change, that is the CPC people, who are critical of Tinubu, began plotting against him even before April 2024. Say they don't start to plot against him. Say they don't even wait for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to even sit down well, first of all, for office. They don't even let them stay well. Say they don't begin plot against them to come out. We go look at this. Then we go marry him with waiting Hakeem Baba-Ahmed the talk and why he leave office. Remember, say he resigned voluntarily as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu political advisor. Why he resigned? He said he go talk about that one later on. But make we hear waiting Obonobla talk. And if waiting Obonobla talk now anything to go by, then we'll go look at waiting make it be say why it be say possibly Northerners they behave a certain way when it be say Southern.
Is there a pie that's been thrown at the CPC by President Tinubu's government that's making the CPC to be divided into factions and all of that? And we hear some people are opposing President Tinubu's 2027 re-election ambition and others for it.
Well, there's no party like CPC again. CPC was dissolved in 2013. That was one of the requirements to merge, with the defunct ACN, AMPP, ABGA, and a faction of DPP. So,
but you are existing as a faction.
It's a bloc. It's a tendency.
Block, yeah.
I would call it a tendency.
Yeah.
Like in all political parties in America, in India, in UK, you have tendencies. So we have about 3 or 4, 5 tendencies within APC. APC is a big national party. So we have an ACN tendency, we have CPC.
Who are in charge of the government.
Exactly, AMPP, and ABGA, and DPP. Yes, the ACN tendency, they worked with CPC tendency when President Buhari was in power. As a matter of fact, you cannot dismiss the role President Bola Ahmed Tinubu played in President Buhari becoming the president. One gentleman from Bauchi State, the former Minister for Education, Adamo, is a man of conscience. He told me as far back as 2021 or 22 that anybody who has conscience from the North should support President Tinubu because of the role he played to ensure that President Buhari becomes the president of Nigeria after 3 attempts. So what has gone wrong? Why are some people trying to, destabilize the government of Bola Tinubu? It's just 2 years. It will be 2 years next month on the 29th of May. But let me confess to you that this thing do not start because Bola Tinubu is not doing well or President Bola Tinubu is not doing well. Last year, 28th of April, Emeka Nwajuba, who was Minister of State
for Education.
He was also a member of the CPC Media Committee. He's from Imo State. He invited me for a meeting. He said, look, Oblacom, we want to have dinner in an hotel in Maitama, Abuja, to celebrate Salah. So I went innocently. I didn't know what was, what they were going to do. I just went to have dinner. So I met Malami. I met a lot of former CPC state chairmen. And even those who were expelled, because I was a national officer, we expelled some people in 2013, 11, after Jonathan was elected.
Yes, because some of them endorsed President Jonathan after the election.
We were very angry, so we expelled them. All those people were there, and something told me that, look, this thing is political. So the meeting started, the maker spoke, denounced the government of President Bola Tinubu. That government was not yet up to 1 year in office. It was on the 28th of April 2024. The Malami spoke. Then the people they invited, some of them were very unhappy, they were angry. They said, look, what you people were in government ministers for 8 years. You were very powerful, like somebody like Abubakar Malami, he was very powerful. What did you do to help CPC as a party? What did you do to ensure that CPC is not marginalized? Why are you now coming to us?
Well, the government was being run by CPC itself.
Exactly.
The CPC wing of the APC.
Yes, they were. So what did you do? If you are complaining now, even the masses who supported CPC had no money, but because of the love for President Buhari, everybody supported him. I said, what did you do? And they couldn't say. And so they started planning this thing since last year. It's not today. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So it's planned. It's not because the current president is not.
So, and I don't hear waiting on Mono Black get to talk. And then he also did say more. In fact, he even spoke about how Malami even told his wife earlier on. How Malami spoke to his wife earlier on. Let me see if I have.
Is there a
that.
pie that's been
If I
thrown
don't
at
have it, I'll get
the
to it.
CPC by President Tinubu's government that's making the CPC to be divided into factions and all of that? And we hear some people are opposing President Tinubu's 2027 re-election ambition and others for it.
Well, there's no party like CPC again. CPC was dissolved in 2013. That was one of the requirements to merge, with the defunct ACN, AMPP, ABGA, and a faction of DPP. So
but you're existing as a faction.
It's a block. It's a tendency.
Block,
I would call it a tendency.
Yeah.
Like in all political parties in America, in India, in UK, you have tendencies. So we have about 3 or 4, 5 tendencies within APC. APC is a big national party. So we have ACN tendency, we have CPC.
Who are in charge of the government.
Exactly, AMPP, and ABGA, and DPP. Yes, the ACN tendency, they worked with CPC tendency when President Buhari was in power. As a matter of fact, you cannot dismiss the role President Bola Ahmed Tinubu played in President Buhari becoming the president. One gentleman from Bauchi State, the former Minister for Education, Adamo, is a man of conscience. He told me as far back as 2021 or 22 that anybody who has conscience from the North should support President Tinubu because of the role he played to ensure that President Buhari becomes the president of Nigeria.
Okay, yeah, so apart from all of this that he said, he also did say other things. The problem now is that why Ibise the Northerners decided, especially people like Malami, according to him, will be the main cabal during President Buhari administration. Why all of a sudden they don't even let this administration stay one year? They begin to stop this administration. Could it be because of the policies of this administration where Ibise begin to hit on the people from the beginning when the president says subsidy is gone? Will lead to the suffering where people begin to suffer immediately. Could that be the reason? Or is it that they just like to make life unbearable for any northerner in power? This is a question where people like to ask. Let's see the concluding part of that.
The law office. We were together. I was running his office in Abuja before government was formed. So it didn't bring me into government. It didn't. So what I'm saying is that he was Attorney General for 8 years. for the first time in the history of Nigeria, somebody will be Attorney General for 8 years. He was so powerful. He was so powerful. He was the cabal people were talking about, one of them.
The go-to person.
Yeah, exactly. Who had access to the former president, and he played a very strong role. Do you know what he told my wife? Well, my wife saw him when I had problem with him, and he told my wife, your husband doesn't know that this is our government.
Interesting.
And I was wondering, the statement, this is our government, because all of us work for CPC, for CPC and APC to emerge. And now you are saying this is our government. Is it because I'm from South and you're from Northwest, where the president comes from?
And you guys have all hit back at him, blaming Malami for the failures and woes attached to the Buhari administration.
I don't want to judge anybody, but from what they are doing, I have told you from what they are doing, they have not allowed this government to consolidate, and then they started attacking this government. See, they started this plan since last year. I told you the meeting I was invited on the 28th of April 2024, when this government was there less than 1 year.
But they are now, a wing within the CPC, within the division that you have now, has now said that they are aligning with President Tinubu's government, led by Senator Tanko Almakura.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're part of those people. There's
am.
Osita Okechukwu and all of that.
I am.
Now, but Malami has fought back, saying that you people can't speak for the CPC.
He cannot speak for CPC. He came from a PDP. He had even run election in 2007 under the platform of PDP. As I told you, I was among the people who put the political association known as CPC together. When we went to register that association as a political party, I was the one. I was among the national officers who went to INEC to register that political association as a political party. That was in 2008. He was not there. I became the national interim advisor from 2008 to 30th December 2010. And then we were going to, the party was registered by INEC in 2010.
Ahead of
and
the
we were going to have
elections.
our first national convention. So they asked those of us who were national officers, interim national officers, who were interested in contesting in the national convention to resign. And I resigned. And the national position of national advisor was zoned to Northwest. And Malami emerged as national legal advisor from on the 6th of January 2011, and I emerged as national deputy secretary from 2011, January 2011, until CPC was dissolved.
Yeah, merged into APC. Now, in all of this, our viewers at Arise News are interested in knowing where the principal of that bloc is at the moment. President Muhammadu Buhari in retirement has been saying that he has not asked anyone to defect to another party.
Sure, he says so.
But some other people say from his body language and people he has been receiving, it looks like it's unpredictable. And President Tinubu himself can't predict where former President Muhammadu Buhari stands at the moment.
Unfortunately, you know, go fit ever know where former President Muhammadu Buhari did, because naturally he's for everybody and for nobody. You see in body language during the election, you really could predict whose side he was. Okay, so now so you take B, you know go feel no. But then now the worry of a lot of people now say is it that it's a normal thing for any time with Southerners they in power, the northern people could they do, because when Buhari they in power, even the kind of with the kind of help where BC Tinubu help Buhari to enter presidency. Tinubu, Southerners don't no agitate too much as in administration begin go bad, begin worry people. Remember how long it took him to even, get in cabinet and all that. But nobody begin talk, say, oh, made a sucker, made them do this, made them do that, or say it they must come. Agitation became high before 2019 because of the failure where they see him to be. But people going to say, oh, everything we know they do, say you need another 4 years to use solidify what they do and all that. They still manage to, even though people were complaining. But why it be say when things they happen like this, the Northerners they keep quiet. Northerners did not complain during Buhari's administration. They not talk anything about how bad and how poorly he governed Nigeria. They did not say anything. Why is it that it's only when a Southerner is in power, even though people are saying that, oh, President Tinubu is not doing well, his administration is killing people, people are dying, he's not doing anything about it. Hunger, they finish people. But why it be saying that when Southerners then at that time, it be saying Northerners they won't talk past? Did their brother Buhari not start it? Did he not start it? What did they do? What did they do? Is it that The Northerners are actually not after somebody who is competent enough to rule. They just want to be the one in charge. Or maybe if they better to say maybe Tinubu show working, maybe Northerners for Fine they complain. So this thing don't remind me of that way my guest talk one day, where he talk say if Nigerians test good governance one day, say that they will go forget whether we're from north, south, east, or west. We'll go forget whether we'll be Muslim or Christian. We'll go no, say that all of us go fight together. Say our problem since now bad governance. Could it be what we're looking for, what we need, for to just taste good governance a little bit? Maybe now that taste of governance what we need. Now be waiting go can't help us to know. Say we really need. In fact, we don't do on a long thing all along. We don't they suffer all along. Because how else can it be? What else can be the solution to our problem? We're all waiting to bedevil Nigeria with all this problem what they go through. Now, Hakeem Baba-Ahmed will be the brother of Dati Baba-Ahmed. Don't come out, come talk. He said a lot of things. He be the former special advisor to Vice President Kashim Shettima on political matters. Dr. Hakeem Baba-Ahmed, he don't declare, say, the North go soon determine their stand on which person's side them day ahead of the 2027 election. Remember, saying himself the person will be say be strong man for as a northern elder for inside Northern Elders Forum. Now, in stress say no politician go fit win any election for Nigeria without the North. No matter how you think say you get mind rich, say you no go fit win any election for Nigeria without the North. So no matter how you think say you go fit do without the North, you need the North. Now let me play the maths to you. This one they come in the heels of the fact say we hear say since be say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't they lose confidence for Northerners. Northerners don't they too believe in them anymore, and they don't want them again. And because of say they talk say do them well, so you don't they lose confidence of the North. So now and say normally the South, the South, the Southeast normally no go vote for him. Normally, those people would never vote for an APC on a good day. They will either vote for a PDP or now a Labour Party, right? If you look at the history of how these states, the elections, they don't use the go. So knowing that the South, and Southeast go vote for these people, for another party instead of and again, considering the hardship where be say in government don't put for Nigerians into. So what's in the they do now to try to capture the governors of the states. Now make we hear say about 4 governors for inside PDP, if not more than 4, go likely defect to APC to help them win the election. What would they hear? Say now right to the right election results for Nigeria, not be win with a win election. It's evident in what people said played out in River State during during Wike's regime, where he changed the election results of Peter Obi and put Tinubu name there. We helped Tinubu win election according to reports will come out by Premium Times and BBC and other news outlets, and where eyewitnesses were during the election talk. So the game now say if it be say Tinubu no go fit win, no go fit get northern votes because now mostly northerners vote for him during the past election. So since he cannot get northern votes, let him capture the governors of South, and Southeast, so that at least good number of the South, and Southeast governors go fit vote for him. When they vote for him, then he go fit do without northern votes, whether they vote for him. The small pocket of votes we go get for north go fit dey okay. Now, if you don't be waiting, make Hakeem Baba-Ahmed now they talk. They stress and say no person go fit win presidency for inside Nigeria without the support of the North. So if you fit think say you go fit do without the North, say sorry for you. You need the Northern support one way or the other for you to win presidency. Now, for inside the video where BC circulate, where they go online, Ahmed called on Northerners to remain united and wary of traitors. That is when they careful of traitors where they work to weaken the region from within. People will be say they work to weaken the northern regions from within. Now, the presidency don't also hit back on Dati Baba-Ahmed for waiting Dati Baba-Ahmed talk. Remember that thing when he talk for inside interview, when he talk to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, they illegal. The presidency, of course, don't also answer him. Baba-Ahmed talk a lot of things. And the President Sunday Dare will be Oga Presido, one of the media aides, one of the many media aides of President. Don't answer him. He don't flaw waiting he talk. Say the thing, say na talk where he talk, say he dey devoid of reason and reasons and he dey empty. He don't say the president within the first 2 years, in office don't demonstrate capacity to govern and re-engineer Nigeria in a way where nobody don't ever do before. So because of that, say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu get the capacity to run again for 2027 and say Nigerians go vote for him, not just because of say they just won't vote for him, but say they go vote for him, not because of say in get power of incumbency. Say they go vote for him because of say they don't see the work we do and they don't see the importance of that work we do. And because of that work we do, now waiting make they go vote for him. Remember, say that Baba-Ahmed, we don't talk. Say if President Tinubu dey wise and intelligent, as in things saying this, say no go try to contest election again for 2027 because he go dey very bad. Because they don't lose confidence of Nigerians. Now waiting they talk that time. Now Sunday Dare they reply and say no. Say president work where you don't put in place. Don't show say you don't do good work. And say that good work where you do. Now you go make people vote for him. I beg no vex. You know, say it be like say they say one lizard where one person say they become python. Is there any good work that we know of that the rest of Nigerians don't know, or that these spokespersons know that Nigerians don't know of? Here waiting Baba Ahmed talk. That's a Baba Ahmed talk. We lead to waiting that
expect
response.
Tinubu to throw
Just
in
hear
the
him first.
towel.
We'll go back to what he's
If he is that smart politician that he turns out to be. You know me, I say the truth. For someone to have organized 2007, culminating in his electoral heist in 2023, that person must be super smart politician. I'm not praising him at all. It's not good to be what really he is that I don't want to say. But look, he skipped 2007 and jokingly made Atiku candidate, made Ribadu and somebody 11, made Buhari in 15, Buhari won, and then skipped 2019 and then stole 2023. If he is that smart, everything is there for him that he's going to lose 2027. If he is that smart, because everything is there. There are two possible candidates that I cannot mention, and they are the nemesis of Tinubu. Tinubu's time has come. It has been proven that APC is a lie. Buhari did not develop Nigeria. Buhari did not provide security. Buhari did not fight corruption. Neither will Tinubu ever do this. So going forward, I see APC losing this election. I see Nigerians somehow uniting. Listening to what someone like me is saying that, look, if you cannot practice this democracy, it's not for you. And then Nigerians will decide to come out and practice democracy for the first time. And then bad leadership will begin to have no hiding place in Nigeria. And then gradually we'll begin to heal our land. We'll begin to recover. We'll begin to unite and take each other's as fellow Nigerians, brothers and sisters. Their time is up.
Okay, so when I don't hear I'm now waiting Ibise in talk will lead to that response by Sunday Dari say President Tinubu don't do a lot of work and because of the work we do now waiting make people go vote for him. Now, however, here is what his brother had to say about the stands of the North. He speak in Hausa language, but we managed to get it into English. Just listen to him as
You see, I recently resigned from my position. I haven't spoken out yet, but if I speak now, you'll understand that what he's saying aligns with the opinions I've long held. What I must say now is this: Northern Nigeria must wake up and fight for itself. Our people must rethink their position and stand up for themselves. We must distance ourselves from selfish, deceitful politicians and avoid anything that divides us. Whatever affects Muslims, Christians, Baju, or Fulani affects us all. We saw this unity before Buhari's presidency, when Boko Haram planted bombs in mosques, churches, Abuja and Lagos. Ironically, their violence united northern Nigeria. Now, no politician should dare say, "Where are the Arewa people? Line up behind me," without first telling us what they would do for us. Our eyes are open now. 8 years of Buhari's government have passed, and now under this administration, everyone cries of hardship. Must we keep complaining endlessly? We are Nigerians. We demand a government that understands and solves our problems. The Northern Nigeria conversation is crucial. I believe within 6 months, we will see major changes in Northern Nigeria's direction. Whether Southerners join us or not, one thing is clear: nobody will become president without Northern Nigeria's support. And we're all aware of how we've been treated. This will soon be regretted. Unless they are prepared to conduct free and fair elections in 2027, they should beware. This could break Nigeria. The time is coming when ordinary Arewa people, all our associations and elders will unite and declare enough is enough. Change is coming to the north, whether from politicians or others. The time for voting based solely on region or religion is over.
So you hear one of the interesting things where I like where he talks, say the time for voting based on solely for religion or ethnicity, say that time don't go. Say right now, say then go vote based on person will go fit perform something for Nigerians. That's one of the things I like when he talk. However, I did worried from when he talks, say if they rig election for 2027, say Nigeria go cease to exist. If they rig election for 2027, say Nigeria go cease to exist. If not, don't they vex like this to talk, say, if you dare rig election. Where were you, Southerners? If you think your election was rigged in 2023, where were you that you did not say anything about it? This, now exactly what some people did ask. Where were the Southerners? Why they not talk anything when they feel, say, the election was rigged in 2023? Does it have to take the Northerners for Nigerians to know, say, they're supposed to say no to election rigging? It's supposed to take the Northerners for Nigerians to know. Remember what's in that Baba-Ahmed talk, say, he no the miracle we go make people vote Tinubu for 2027 election. With the way we fail and suffer Nigerians so far, say, no the miracle we go make them vote for him. And if perhaps we're relying on snatch it, grab it, and run away with it, Northerners not on the threaten, say, if they rig election, announce result around 4 a.m., the way they do the last time, say Nigeria go cease to exist. Waiting will be the fate of Nigeria if our politicians continue. Are we going to have another politician who will be like Jonathan and say that my political ambition is not worth the life of any Nigerian? Are we going to ever have any other politician who will get that mind and that empathy and that humanity to talk, say, in political ambition, no day what's the life of anybody? We go fit get any Nigerian like that, any politician like that, because that's the kind of politician we need in 2027. How Nigeria will take be for 2027? This matter, a tough. I know go fit talk and finish. I'll be back again on your live. Phone lines are open. You can join the conversation. Let's see if we can jump in very quickly to take your thoughts and reactions on what we have raised so far. But whilst you're doing that, let me also quickly let you know that if this is your first time of joining us, haba, we see the wait for our brother. Try now. Click on the subscription button now. Follow us like a village people. Subscribe, like the comments, and follow us, please. If this is your first time of joining us, I think I have posted the link before and that pinned it, but let me also do that again so that if you want to join the conversation, you can quickly do that. All right. Okay. So you can quickly do that to join the conversation. Call the numbers in the pinned post or call the number by the pinned post, or also ensure that you just click on that link and join the studio very quickly. In the next couple of minutes, I'll be ending this live by 7:30. I'll be back again to, with another live to bring you more updates on what's in the happen for inside the country, because I might work with that to bring on updates for things where they happen for the country. So yeah, that's the number to call: 0817 4077 0817 029 a few messages I have here. Obi to Obi says these people are not after competency, they are after position. I don't even understand. That is, I just want to have a position without anything to offer the people, really. Sensi says even the president extended his stay. Yes, he did extend his stay. Perhaps now waiting the National Assembly they follow suit. John Terry says NEPA cut also Aso Rock lights. Don't remind us of that incident. Ndu says Enugu North Senatorial District have been taken over by the Fulanese. 2 communities had been sacked in Enugu. This is very sad. And by the way, when we'll come back in the evening, we'll look at the case that has to do with the concession of Enugu airports. Did you know that they want to give out Enugu airports, and they hide them? And we can't hear from G say even the company where one collects these airports was just registered last year. What is the capacity of a company that's just a year old to handle an airport? And not just about that. They say that the concession for whether 80 years. 80 years. Why Enugu airports among all the airports for inside Nigeria? Why? Why mortgage the resources of Enugu people for that long? This is a question where a lot of people they ask. But when we reach that bridge, we'll talk about it when we'll come back at 7 p.m. And okay, Prince Francis, it says when leaders decide to use propaganda as a tool of governance rather than being sincere and applying good governance, evil will continue to reign supreme. The Nigerian government does not have the what I think you exhaust your number of words there. Obi Tobi says Kwara State, our former Yoruba state, but was taken by Fulani. Well, that story is a long story. And Emmanuel Udeke says Yoruba local. And Onyeka says, I laugh in Swahili. Nigeria matter, don't tire me. Make you not tire you. Come back here, make we talk Nigeria matter. Oh. You cannot just go away like that. Eh? Come back here, let's talk about Nigeria matter. And Mama Iya says, my beautiful sister, happy Easter Monday to you. Thank you so much. Happy Easter Monday to you. All right. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you who's joined the live. Kindly like this post. Please share it, like it. Let's continue to educate ourselves and share what's in the happen for inside Nigeria. This is my first batch of the updates. I go bring on a more update. Maybe by then, our Baba go don't come back. You know, so they're saying they come back to this. So make our wait, me Baba come back before I bring on a more updates for things so they happen for inside Nigeria. I love you guys so much. I see you again on the other side of the clock immediately. And when I come back at about 7:30 p.m. today. See you on the other side. Love you. Protect your mental health. Take care.